Always the final part of A Man for Emily, just in case you didn't know. We are all still here. Peter did try to leave the building. That's Peter Davison. But there was a rugby tackle from Nick Young.
No, I'm having a great time.
Like Elvis, he has not yet left the building.
Then ski-daddle.
Oh.
Is that the mama? That's her.
Tyso's a bit sidelined in this one, isn't he?
Not as sidelined as John was in the one where he's in the plastic box for a whole episode.
That's true, yeah.
Your little world again. And
What are those little circle things in the back there? That
It
are very
It says spaceship.
very irregularly drawn.
It does. I think they're aluminium and they've been punched out, haven't they? And they're badly.
Yes.
Have they? They've just been painted.
I think
it
it's a
paint?
blob of paint, isn't it?
That's why I said it looks like they've been playing dominoes.
I think it wasn't designed to have such a close shot on it.
No.
So there's the eye. We don't know whose eye it is.
Yeah.
And he's in the... Tyson's in the middle of a load of polka dots.
Well, folks, we've had lots of coffee, and so everyone's charged up with lots more interesting facts. And behind the scenes, I can't speak. I thought, what was put in my coffee? Behind the scenes, interesting things. Over to
How
you.
come Roger Price gets
Goodbye.
his name flying up there 3 times in a row?
Well,
It's a bit like Warren Beatty, isn't it?
This isn't our problem.
nice hands, nice hands.
Oh, look at that. This is really
You're
good.
being mimicked.
Federation would take months to decide what to do.
He's got a bit of a gurgle, as Tim.
Yeah.
I think the
They could never make their mind up what sort of sound voice he did have, really. It was always a mess. Much nicer on the CDs, I have to say.
Yes. Go out
I
and buy
want to
them
see
now.
it, yes.
Oh, brilliant suggestion, that.
Will you come up with a better one then?
It just goes against the...
You see, you're all getting into
We're
the
all getting into this damn gags.
The director just said, this is comedy
This
love.
is crap.
Anything
Let's
you-
just do it.
Run rings around John.
again, he will be deeply offended.
Have they readjusted his balls? I think they've twizzled it round a bit.
I think they might have had to lower his balls for the scene coming up.
You tickle them.
But what about the set?
What about the set?
Okay.
What did you want to know about the set?
Yes. Is that it? Just
It was
what
my
about the
attempt.
set?
It was my attempt at
Oh, I
comedy.
see.
There was a sort of balls joke going on,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
with the emphasis on sort of. I think. Oh look, you see.
Oh, they've been stung. Oh,
Thank you, officer.
He looks a bit familiar, that guy.
Yes, it's Nick.
my God, it is.
Can I organise a table for you, sir?
Oh, there's a hilarious joke with a potty in a minute.
Man, can't we have another jailbreak? I like jailbreak.
I think you're right about James Bond. You know, I could see myself in the DJ and the casino scene.
Yeah.
Don't you?
What, handing a drink to Piers?
Yes,
Yeah, I
shaken
can
not
see
stirred.
that.
Yes, you've had your chips, Piers. Now move over.
Will you come with me, Jack? I'll come with you as far as the door. You gotta come with me back to the ship. The Emily wants you.
The Emily.
But the Emily wants to have you as her man.
Well, that's as may be, Alma. The only thing is, I don't want Emily as my woman.
You don't want Emily as your woman.
He hadn't thought of that.
hadn't thought of that, no.
Oh, I'll have to have it then.
That woman doesn't own that man, ever.
I wish I'd remembered that.
That's another law they had to change since we made the programme.
You mean it?
Oh, my God, I've got my arm around you now.
Because you're very fond of this tactile acting, aren't you?
It was just your way of getting a two-shot,
Yes,
wasn't
it
it?
is. You're absolutely right.
You seem to sort of like to hover around the stars, Peter.
Well, you can't. Open up, officer. I went looking for the
Here we
tooth.
go. Look. Watch out. Oh!
Nah, it should have just been full of urine. Actually. That would have made it work.
I think that bowler's a tiny
He
bit
looks
small
a
for
bit
me, isn't it?
familiar, guy. Looks familiar.
Oh, you've got a better bowler
It fits
now.
me better there. That's interesting, isn't
It's a
it?
different bowler.
Look a bit like Odd Job, don't I?
Okay, young man, here it is.
Heard the doozle pin.
And
The
this is
same
No,
music
see,
for the
someone
same
would've-
location.
No, today someone would have nicked that,
Well,
wouldn't they? Just leaving a
trick.
Jerusalem pin like that lying around.
They wouldn't, would they?
Now,
Absolutely
Imagine that being
standing.
announced on Crime Stoppers.
Quite a
The
start.
Doozlem pin has gone missing.
You've got to go, Alma.
Yeah, this is one of those where it's shot ages earlier and the hair's all different, isn't it?
Alma, step on the doodling pin. There's a good chap.
It's a good chap.
You see where that hand grabbed you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got to hand it to me.
Free. Yippee, I'm free!
That's exactly what you're going to be doing when you leave here, isn't it, Pete?
I'm free. I'm out of work for 2 years.
I'm Free is another title for a song by
Very blue.
Townsend,
Oh,
wasn't it?
hello.
Topical.
That
No,
comment.
not I'm Three, I'm Free.
Yes, please.
They are leaving the solar system at...
Oh, his voice is going to be funny
Yes,
again.
with John.
I kept on saying goodbye to Elmer. I hope they waited for him.
No, I think she had a bit of a thing for Elma.
I think so as well. She's got the glint in her eye.
Yeah, she has.
She's still got the wig on, though, hasn't she? When did she get rid of the wig and go afro? I can't remember.
It was just, I don't know.
Who cares?
Who cares? It's a wig.
Just imagine someone writing this. I find that quite
Well,
hard to
disturbing, and
believe.
Roger
Yes.
was quite disturbed, really. Oh, that.
There is
They're dressed up as drum majorettes.
a very young man, boy.
Kinky.
Oh, thank you, the mama, thank you.
There will now be half an hour's silence.
Yeah, well, we work out why they're wearing boots on their head.
I think a sort of inverse suggestion here from the writer that the man lying down would normally pay for
Sorry, made me cough.
Gag.
pulled a lot of strings to get Elmer released.
Well, you see, John Cleese copied that in one of the...
Of course.
Didn't he?
That funny hotel thing.
When he's in hospital.
Elmer again. He wants to know what's going
Is
on.
that the old Prime Minister on
Tell him
the...
we don't know what's happening ourselves.
Bit shiny there, isn't she? Didn't dust her down.
Ask him if he can arrange
I rather like that look.
Ah, this
You
is
like
where
him
you
looking
come.
sweaty, do you?
I've booted him real good
Oh,
now.
the tickling boots.
Right, look forward to this part of your performance now.
Yes, as I was saying earlier, the inference here is that the man in the boat hat would normally pay to have a woman like this. And sort of they've reversed the roles.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Ah.
Well, why else am I dressed like a man from the ministry? You've seen it, Nick. Tell me why.
It's because you went to get him out of prison.
Oh, right. You see.
Sorry. It's true, but just not funny.
I do actually have a still of this, a black and white still.
You do? You've got lots of things, you thief. You just nick things from Thames.
Not at all. I realise that in 35 years' time, somebody would give me a great deal of...
Oh, hello.
Did you get hit?
Oh, mugging
on
at the
the-
camera. That's minus 5 points.
Remember, you.
Where did the dent in the bowler hat come? Did I miss something?
I don't
Oh, they hit you over the head.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
No, I just thought to myself, if I keep these for long enough, one day they'll be worth £10 million.
A long way to go.
Some foreign
How
collector
wrong?
might-
Yeah.
How wrong can you be?
The female Emma.
You don't know what I've got.
Well, PVC's got that. That's the head of that statue.
Actually, I'd pay quite a lot for these episodes to be destroyed. I don't know about anybody else. You with me there, Peter?
I wish I'd known that. I'd have definitely chipped in.
I'm taking offers.
I have to say, I think it's the most cringe-making performance I've ever given. And I'm sure you'll all agree with me, won't you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, here.
Something just happened to you on this particular set, Nicholas.
I think it happened to all of us.
You're
though, didn't
perfectly fine everywhere else.
It did
Just-
happen, yes, it did.
Oh, I've lost my special powers.
Goes to another point in space.
I think your acting gland
I
dried
think
up.
I look like I'm wetting
No, I
myself.
think it was just the. I think it was just the overexcitement of getting to play sort of a comedy thing,
Yeah.
or something different than the normal. Everyone just went slightly mad.
I think that's right. I wonder why I was suddenly looking inelegant. Those 6-inch heels don't really go with the outfit, do they?
This is insane.
At all times, the ship will not speak with you again.
Okay, man boy. Fetch his food.
If you think I'm going to run around after you and wait on you, you've got another thing.
Here we go.
There we go.
That's it, I'm not talking to this nasty little ship again.
Mom, how can I?
Sure, Emily. I reckon it's time you be learned this place.
Okay, man boy. I'm gonna.
Bit of Marilyn Monroe coming in now.
Oh, dear. That's dreadful.
Ah. Yeah, brilliant.
By the way, had any of you worked out what the tune from the last episode was being played on the jukebox yet?
I would have told you at the time, but we moved on and I can't remember now. What was it?
What was it? I can't remember now. Someone on the talkback tell me.
I'm going to ask you questions.
No,
and you're going
you'd have to play it.
Understand?
Just the
Sorry,
question.
say again.
Some ma'am Elizabeth later.
Yes, well,
It was the bump by Kenny.
Right.
Oh. Still no wiser.
Just thought I'd put that bit of info.
Here we go. Here we go.
Was that Kenny in the first edition?
So let's keep it that way.
Here we go.
Okay.
I think he's dead,
It's
Tim.
only just a fool Elmer.
Now, Elmer.
Did you see what happened there?
Elmer?
Yeah, she did it rather more subtly than I did, though, didn't she? She got away with it.
Well, that
In
wouldn't have been
fact,
difficult, would it?
No,
really?
I think Elizabeth's being very sensible here, actually. She's just playing it.
She's not being drawn into
No,
it.
she's
is she?
not.
Oh.
She's just playing it for real. Which, of course, is the essence of good humour. Make it believable. Oh, look at you.
Am I making a pass at her here?
And that's
Yeah.
John.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
It took us ages to work that one out.
No, we'll have to get him back. But now, Elmer.
Keep playing the wedding.
They do, don't they?
And Ma'am Elizabeth later. And
Did you tickle the balls?
Not yet,
No,
no.
not yet, no.
He giggles, doesn't he?
Yeah, he giggles. Yeah, that was the big thing that he wanted to put in. It's
Yes, so even Philip decides to go over the top. Well, he was always over the top, really, wasn't he?
Yeah, everyone's,
Geographically.
these faces are appalling.
Which is your planet?
Planet?
Well, you know what a planet is.
Planet?
So which is your planet?
Planet?
My planet?
Well, didn't you plan it?
Nobody can say planet anymore.
It just sounds like one of Harry Enfield's characters. The planet. It's the name Warner,
Chamberlain
Harley
Warner.
Warner, Harley Warner.
I look so stupid.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
Will you, Miss Elizabeth?
No, Elmer, I won't. But you must tell me where you lived before you lived on the ship.
Oh, no. No, please don't tickle Elmer.
He can't tell me, so he thinks I'm going to
Is that his nickname for something?
Tickle him.
What if he told me where he lived before the ship?
Perhaps he's always lived on the ship all of his life.
All his life.
Elmer, was there ever a time when you didn't live on the ship?
There weren't none.
Has a mama lived all her life on the ship?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Mama of 4, and all the mamas that ever were. They all live out their lives on the ship.
All you have to do is touch him and he wants to marry you.
Sort of galactic gypsies.
Yeah. Hey, wonder what happened to Elmer's dad?
What?
There's a
this is
lot of
quite
that- there's a lot of that-
sad.
there's a lot of that getting into a two-shot by standing next to each other.
It is, isn't it? I think they're just squeezing us in.
So do we find out what happened to his dad? Something very nasty and horrible by the sound
No,
of
but
it.
this is what he says.
No, he ate him.
Just who I'm meaning. What happened to him?
After he helped make Emily and me, the mama ate him.
Oh,
Who did that noise?
It wasn't me.
Me.
so she's supposed to be a galactic spider, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's disgusting.
She get it herself.
Look, she's been kissing him. Oh, my God.
I should have been in musicals.
It was
Yeah.
You should have been anywhere but here, mate.
God, how humiliating this is.
Oh.
What am I supposed to be doing there, for God's sake?
Pouring soup over a red.
Boy, that's the waste ejector unit.
Mind you, some blokes who would pay good money to be treated like this, aren't there?
Food waste goes in the recycling gear, even
We're back on Dean's business.
So we
again.
are indeed back on Dean's business, yeah.
Sorry, I'm sure.
I ought to punish you for that. Reckon maybe I will. Or maybe I won't.
Maybe I will.
Or maybe I won't.
I don't quite
That's a
know.
song as well, isn't it? Maybe I will.
Maybe I will.
Maybe I will.
To do, except the
Here we go.
species, it is likely that women might assume a more dominant role at the expense of the men.
See, that was very prophetic as well, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
30 years on, and
Like
here, 30 years on, and here we are.
What?
Well, you're saying that women might take a more dominant role.
He giggled.
Oh, I missed the
Sorry,
ball
I talked
tickling.
over the ball tickling. I'm sorry.
You waited all afternoon, Peter, and you missed
I
your
know,
tickling
that's
bit.
quite all
Oh,
right.
well, those of you at home can play that back now.
All the scrapes. He only uses the waste ejector for stuff that can't be recycled.
The waste ejector.
He uses it. Take care not to let too much air go to
I'm riveted by your performance there.
man boy.
Make up runneth over.
Whoa, Nick, you must love this episode. It's a class.
I think I was trying to get the hat to go up by leaning it against the wall,
Yeah.
though, and it didn't quite work.
Be right back.
Oh,
Manual
thank God
lock.
there's a manual lock there.
Yes.
Fancy me bumping into that.
Do you see what he's going to do?
And not only this, everything's written in English as well as speaking in English.
That's funny, that, isn't
You
it?
just jammed it in, you're opening the air. You can hear the air leaking.
Right, ship.
again.
It's comedy collar time.
Yes.
Here we go.
Good.
On the spaceship, cosmic eye.
Who's she doing this for?
To your man boy pie.
Oops, the hat nearly came off.
Tickling first, then the western dinner in the...
So tell us, Peter, did Sandra ever dress up in these sort of outfits for you?
Oh my.
Did she do this because she could do it?
This is
I
weird.
can play the trombone.
Oh my goodness me.
Or not, as the case may be.
She's a game girl, isn't
She's
she?
a game girl.
Suffering spaceships!
Suffering audience, I don't know about station.
It's not a very slick piece of business, was that really?
It breathed though, didn't it? So do you think Roger Price was surprised at the adverse audience reaction to this?
I think he was surprised. I mean, as I say, this is my imagination playing tricks on me, but certainly he was very keen to, have these characters return, and they never did.
I caused it.
A case of him having far too much fun.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, let me punish him, Mama, let me.
Oh, shut your mouth! Just give me the bracelet!
So I'm just trying to remember, this was 3 out of a series of 13, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I suppose, I mean, we'd already planned to make the other 10, so they had no choice, really.
Right, so they couldn't actually cancel the series altogether.
Yes. I think if we'd made these 3 and shown them, then I think it would have been the kiss of death.
Now, please open the door. This is too dangerous.
Well, how long had the series been running? This?
I'm a bit confused because we've seen other ones.
Think
other
about a year and a
episodes.
half.
A year and a half?
Yeah, but I mean,
Sorry.
how many episodes have been made by the time we got to this one?
Well, this is the second season, isn't it?
Is
yeah,
it?
so it's going to be about 16,
Was it the
17.
end?
This is the third
Third
season.
season.
Third series.
Yes, I was just magically told. I think people the other side of the
series.
glass.
The thing is that the producer was putting 2 fingers up, and you thought that meant second series. First, he started with 1 finger, and you thought
Seems
first
to be
series.
ripping my check up as well.
Now, ship.
Now shit.
I are going to remain on speaking terms, understood?
That
So yeah, 3 years.
Yeah,
This is the third year.
Right.
So are you amazed it survived this long?
Well, as I say, I think if they'd seen this lot first, we'd have had it.
But it was in the story after this, I think, that was when they were thinking of finishing it, weren't they?
Well, then they brought that guy in who was the drummer in that group.
Oh, that's right.
What is his name? What's his name?
PVC's having a bit of a fit here.
What was it? Skint Crap, the group called?
Rubbish lot. No, Flintlock with Mike Holloway.
Ah, yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
Good mate. Good pal.
Wasn't a trace of animosity between them.
Absolutely not. Now I'm
Strange
behind
noise
the
of grinding teeth.
bloody lighting desk.
PVC was a very generous outfit.
So he won't be coming in to do any commentary.
Yeah, I think he is, actually.
Look at this for a bit of kink. Look at this.
Whoa!
That is...
Whoa. Did you ever get to do that with your wife, Peter?
That's my future wife you're doing that. Excuse me.
Get your hands off her.
I think the director had to show me how to do that, didn't he?
Several times?
Yes, in rehearsal, anyway.
like your world, ours developed nuclear weapons.
Oh, hello.
It's all a bit serious.
Weapons of mass destruction.
In fact, you know what? If we could actually, this Dean would like this clip to be shown on a loop in his shop, wouldn't he? That bit of me
Probably.
slapping a
Yes, he's probably got one.
Has he actually got a shop?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, he's...
Do you want the address?
Yeah, could I have it?
he's in Bristol.
I think it's called Bristol's, isn't it?
Bristol's in Bristol, yes.
While the surge continues.
The Surge.
Having a-
Oh, look at me looking a bit rough and ready.
Yeah, your hair's not looking too good
What's
there.
that? You feeling lucky, punk?
Irrelevant?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. The search. Thank you. The search for the search. It always has been and will
I have to say that whenever I see Sandra, I always think of that great clip where she's got the parrot on her shoulder and it craps on her. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, the outtake from that.
Yeah,
some
take
Bruno
whatever
thing,
commercial it was for.
Some Bruno.
Thank you.
Some Bruno rough cuts.
Searching for a new world to live in.
What are you saying?
Sorry, I think I've gone slightly delirious over here.
Oh, see that?
It's a terrible.
What is that thing hanging from her bracelet? It's like a hand or something from her necklace, I mean to say, her choker.
It's a very clever...
So they moved to Earth, do they? I wonder where they go.
I don't know. Do they move to Earth?
They just said, he says,
Oh,
that
right, okay.
maybe take over the pub.
Oh yes, it's quite funny what happens to them. I remember now.
Perhaps I should explain to you, Peter, that Nick's a bit of a saddo. He's watched all these episodes ad nauseam.
Switch off ship. The
Yes,
search is over.
it was my job.
Finished. The search is over. Switch off ship.
Ship must
MERS.
No, that's infectious.
So you defeat the ship by telling it to turn on.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's very Star Trek,
Yeah,
actually.
it's a big turn off.
Yeah,
Yes, like the rest of the program.
Your existence has no meaning.
Now you've all got your
And now
powers
it's
back.
time for our spin-off series.
The ship is dead.
So what about the life support system?
What have you done to the ship?
Put an end to it.
Donald
So,
syndrome.
Peter, don't you think I'd have made a good Doctor Who after this?
I think you should have, yes, absolutely.
I mean, it seems to me a logical
James Bond and
extension.
Doctor Who.
I think so. Yeah, I think. Not necessarily in that order, I understand.
All right, that's fair enough.
Probably after Hamlet and Richard III as well, aren't you?
To be or not to be. Little in-joke there for the engineer. Yes, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished.
But not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh, it's your soliloquy, this.
You're just blatantly mocking Nicholas.
Oh,
Absolutely.
for a muse of fire
Well done,
that would
well
ascend the brightest heaven of invention. Yes, unfortunately, I was never offered the old Vic or the old
And
Vic.
now your modern piece, please. Suddenly, look, this control panel wasn't there before, was it? Did you just say that?
It's a science fiction program.
Yes,
It can do whatever it likes.
Oh, what am I saying? What am I saying?
It's got the instruction manual, that's handy.
What is that?
Reverse, forward, up and down.
Yes, as usual, it's in 10 languages. English first.
Down. You're going down to earth from the other side of the galaxy.
Mama, John Man Boy sure is smart.
They haven't
He
really
knows how to
mastered
pull levers.
They haven't really mastered CSO, had they? Then?
No.
Maybe I'm getting it all wrong about your world.
That's the beauty of this program.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
And now the walk down.
The laugh at the end
You
bit.
managed to carry on whistling with food in your mouth, which I think is quite clever.
You'd be amazed what he can do with food in his mouth.
Always struck me as being a bit of a fishwife.
Maybe it was telepathic. There we go.
Not 90, not 85,
Our accent's
Better
changed.
accent.
70p the lot.
It's a bit steep, isn't it?
70p a lot. Grab it.
And to the audience.
And then, of course, as well.
Emily is a lady who knows how to handle men.
Time, please, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, drink up.
Her accent hasn't changed.
Ain't you got homes to go to?
See that job in EastEnders call.
Why is my close-up out of focus?
It's best
flattering
that way.
It's a
And
traffic
I
warden.
told you it was Z car. Oh, no, it isn't. It's
You see, Roger Price had a thing against traffic wardens.
Yeah, that's
He
right, he
did.
did. Yes.
A traffic warden.
You've got to see the way you get your book out in a minute, Peter.
Well, it's not so
Was,
far
was
removed
this
from the
your
truth, is it?
idea?
It's
Yeah.
not so far removed from the truth nowadays, because they do have things like guns with, with buttons they press into.
Not gloves like that. Oh, my word.
Hello.
Ding dong.
Another subtle piece of...
He's just the ticket.
Subtle
She
piece
said,
of
just
direction.
the ticket. Meter maid. Lovely Rita.
Just looks like a big girl, doesn't he?
Very clever.
Be writing down the... Oh, I am.
You old rascal.
Tag.
Now, what is it you mouth there, Nick? Mutter something.
Something like, I think.
That was
It's
brilliant.
all right.
Brilliant.
It's all over. It's over. Hurrah!
Well, well, well.
You never have to see that again, Peter, and Nick. You are released. I'm undoing the binding now.
It's like a strange sort of exorcism.
Very strange.
Yeah.
You've changed.
Yes. You're smiling.
Yeah. You all seem a lot.
Oh, there is a scientific advisor.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He said his advice was, don't do this.
Yeah.
So when you went for Doctor Who audition, had they actually seen this before, Peter?
Oh, yes.
They'd seen the Tomorrow People, had they?
Well, it must have been out because I went for Doctor Who was 1980.
But it didn't jeopardise your chances at all.
Apparently they had forgotten it.